I wish I could do tricks in this thing. What's up, it's Jen Brown. Welcome back to my channel and happy Disability Pride Month, Awareness Month, Visibility Month, whatever you want to call it. If you are a subscriber to this channel or if you've been here before, you know that I, in the month of July, like to do some videos surrounding, my canes are talking, surrounding disability advocacy and just kind of bringing awareness and talking about things because if you're new here, I am disabled. So I wanted to do a fun one today and kind of recreate an older video I did where I styled my walking canes, and some of them are the same, but I do have some new ones and I actually have a new mobility aid, and so I had a lot of fun making that video and I thought it would be cool to do an updated version of it. I'll show you the canes I have here if you're interested. If you are a cane user or are thinking about it, if you think you might use one, I would just go for it. You can really get them for not that expensive, and I have some really cool ones, and I'll kind of share like where I tend to get mine if you are actually a cane user, but if you're just curious, I'll show them off and kind of show how I like to style them, because for me, something back here is making a lot of noise. I use a cane every day. I don't use one when I'm at home, but I use a walking cane every day, and recently have gotten a wheelchair, so sometimes I use a wheelchair as well, and because it's an everyday thing and I'm really into fashion, I like my canes to go with my outfit, and sometimes you just don't want something that is quite so medical looking. So I've got all my canes here. I just keep them in the car and I grab whichever one goes with my outfit for that day. So this one was probably in the original video. This one is a super plain wooden cane. This is one of the first ones I had. I think these are, you can get them for like 20 or 30 bucks. So if you think you might need a cane and you want to try one out, you can get them for very cheap. This one is now out of commission for everyday use. It's quite beat up. This is my cane that I use like if I'm going on a hike, when I don't care if it gets dirty, or when I'm sculpting in the metal shop and making a mess, and like I don't care if it gets all grimy. It has also been during the pandemic, I started doing online, like watching self-defense with staff videos, and then actually found a channel where this guy teaches self-defense like with canes. So I've also been learning some tricks, like spinning tricks with it just for fun. So this one gets dropped occasionally, so it's quite beat up. So this one just kind of like hangs out at home, and this one is like my workout cane. This one is my like most everyday cane. It is just a completely clear acrylic cane. This is probably the one I get asked about the most. The foot is kind of grimy, I need to replace it, but the foot actually glows in the dark. This one, when I lived in Indiana years ago, one of my friends at school told me about it, that he saw it in an antique mall, and so I went that day and bought it. I got it for like 20 bucks, but these can be quite expensive, but I get asked about this one a lot. It's kind of nice if you're looking for something a little bit more discreet, because since it's clear, it's not so like glaringly obvious all the time. If you don't like questions, stares, etc. That's a whole different conversation, but this is a fun video, so we're not getting into that. But if you want something more discreet, or something that if people are gonna come up to you about, they're more likely to be like, hey, cool cane, instead of asking you annoying questions, these are great. I know you can buy them all kinds of places online, so if you just search for like a lucite cane or an acrylic cane, you'll probably find them. This one looks kind of dark brown, but it actually is like black and this dark kind of reddish brown stripes. It also has this really nice little handle that I like sometimes. These big ones are fine. I also like that they happen to fit around my neck, so if I need to like use my hands, there's that availability. But sometimes the little handle is nice as well. these two are new since the last video. I got this one that is all black that has a purple handle and has a different style of handle. This is like my sort of like nicer cane, or just I wear a lot of black sometimes, and so it goes with that really well. I do really like these handles. The round ones are fine, but this kind, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. This is from probably my favorite website to look at canes, because they have just about everything, is fashionablecanes.com. They've got stuff ranging from like $30, $40 to like hundreds of dollars for super fancy ones, so I like that one. They're a great place to look for canes, and you can shop by the handle style and like learn all about the different types of handles there. I didn't really intend for this to be like a learn about canes video, but there we are. One more. This is my newest one, I think not this last Christmas, but the one before, I think. I don't know. I just decided I wanted to get myself like a nicer one, and I wanted to try this sort of like staff kind. I do enjoy it. It takes getting used to grip like this and kind of like figure out how you want to hold it so that your fingers don't like get tired. And the first few times I do it, like it does rub in some spots, but this one's like solid oak. This one makes me feel like very fancy and kind of like old school professorial when I use it, especially at work. So I'll show you the wheelchair when we get into that, but we're just gonna, if you've seen my styling videos before, sometimes I like to kind of walk you through the outfits, but I think today I just want to have like a fun, like, let's hang out and try on some clothes. So I'll put the details on screen, but I think I'm just gonna play some cool music, and we're just gonna show you some different outfits that go with all of these. Okay, so this is my wheelchair. I know the lighting in here is super weird, which is why I never film down here. It's cute and blue, and I put stickers on it. These two are always coming off because they don't quite fit, but just gives it a little bit more of a personality. So I know I said I wasn't going to talk you through my outfits, but I realized that I have no idea how to model in a wheelchair. So I think it will be less awkward for me if I do that. Like I said, I'm fairly new to this. I've had this for close to a year now, but it has some logistical problems sometimes about whether or not I can use it. I am not strong enough to take it out on my own yet because it's kind of heavy. I'm working on that. I like to lift a little bit anyway when I'm working out, but I had to take a pause on that because I had surgery a little over a month ago, so once I can get back into lifting, I'm going to do that more because I would like to be able to lift this without much issue, so I can get it in and out of the trunk and take it on my own if I need to go somewhere and my partner can't come with me. So, like I said, it is cute and blue. It was fairly inexpensive as far as wheelchairs go. I didn't want to drop like a ton of money on something I don't have to use all the time. But I've gotten quite good at maneuvering it around my living room, but I also need to build up arm strength to be able to wield it better. But I've got this super cute denim overall dress on, and then I really wanted to play up the contrast between the blue and go contrasting colors with this vintage orange top that I love. And then I really like with this overall dress, I almost always wear these shoes with it. I can't help it, but they're these just cute, like chunky lug sole Mary Janes that I've actually had for a few years, but apparently are quite in this year, so look at me being ahead of the trends. Alright, so yeah, this is my wheelchair outfit, and I follow a few disabled models on Instagram that model in their wheelchairs, and I have even more respect for them now because I have no idea how to do that. Can I spin? Whee! Yeah, that's about all I got. Eventually I'll have to learn how to do wheelies in it or something. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how I kind of put together outfits with my walking canes. If you're a cane user, or like I said, if you're thinking about it, just go for it, and it's a way to have a little bit more fun with it. So if you are tired of like just kind of the standard like pharmacy medical looking canes, like there are ones out there that are a little bit more like fun to use and can be integrated into your outfit. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post videos 2 to 3 times a month. Thanks so much for watching this one, and let me know which outfit was your favorite in the comments. I'll see you next time.